The hidden memories of your soul, the incredible journey through your past lives. Welcome, souls, on the journey of angelic spirituality. Today we accompany you on an extraordinary journey, a path to the heart of existence, beyond appearances, beyond the illusions of this world. Together, we will explore the powerful reflections of Dr. Massimo Citro della Riva, physician, writer, and soul researcher who invites us to awaken, to remember who we truly are, and to rediscover the beauty that can still save us. Sit comfortably, breathe deeply, and let these words caress you like balm for your soul. We live in a strange, almost suspended time, a time in which more and more people, especially young people, have dull eyes. Enthusiasm, curiosity, and passion for life have been lost. But this isn't a failing. It's the symptom of a world that has stopped speaking to the soul. A world where dreams have been replaced by automatisms, where even those who seem to have power no longer have light. They are automatons dressed in gold. Rich, yes, but poor inside. Many of them paint disturbing futures: self-driving cars, lives governed by algorithms, digital relationships, and dehumanized bodies. What would once have been considered madness is now applauded as progress. But in reality, behind that shiny patina lies a void, a profound disconnection from the essence of existence. And in this emptiness, the most sensitive souls begin to suffer. Young people aren't empty by choice. They're empty because no one offers them anything true, inspiring, or beautiful anymore. They've grown up in a system that bombards them with superficial stimuli, distracting them and disconnecting them from their own souls. But hidden in this apparent desolation lies a great opportunity, the chance to start over, to rewrite our history. How? Starting over from beauty. True beauty, that of a kind gesture, of an authentic word, of a sunset shared in silence. Beauty that nourishes the soul, not just the eyes. As Dostoevsky said, beauty will save the world. And this beauty is born from an ancient but forgotten awareness. We are not of this world. Death, in fact, is not the end. It's a return. The body dies, but the soul continues its journey. The life we live here is like a movie, a temporary scene in a much larger play. When it ends, we return home, to the spiritual world. Jesus himself reminded us, "You are in the world, but you are not of the world." And that changes everything. We are souls, not bodies. We are eternal beings who pass through matter to learn, evolve, and heal. And this is exactly what Massimo Citro tells us in his book, Auscultating the Past, a work that unites science with mystery, medicine with the soul. It all begins in the silence of a doctor's office, where the doctor doesn't just cure, he listens. He listens to the symptoms, yes, but above all, he listens to what lies behind them. Because many illnesses, traumas, fears have no explanation in the present life. They come from another time. Citro begins to ask simple yet powerful questions. What image comes to mind? What do you feel? Where are you? What does that child you see dress like? And little by little, something happens. The patients begin to remember, but not their childhood. They remember other lives. No hypnosis, no forcing, just deep listening, and from there, incredible details emerge. Unknown languages, clothes from another era, situations that coincide with historical events that actually happened. A woman afraid of water discovers she drowned in another life. A man tormented by guilt sees himself as a harsh and ruthless judge. A child who has cried desperately since birth carries with him the trauma of a life cut short too soon. And when these memories resurface, something extraordinary happens. Healing, not just of the body, but of the soul. The message is powerful. Every symptom has a meaning. Every emotion that seems exaggerated, every inexplicable fear, could be an echo of the past. A past that isn't dead, it's simply forgotten. But the soul never forgets. So what can we do? We can listen. We can awaken the memory of the soul. We can use the tools of consciousness, Meditation, prayer, intention, the energy of the heart. All of these are real medicines. They are acts of healing, acts of spiritual resilience. The Quran says, "If you can stop evil with your hand, do so. If you cannot, stop it with your word. If you cannot even with your word, then disapprove in your heart of what you see." And that is already an act of resistance. Even a simple thought, if pure and shared, can change reality. This is the power of the egregor, a collective energy field that can influence the world. We live in a cosmic game where light and shadow coexist. But today, the shadow tries to take control. That's why it's time to act, not with violence, but with presence, with real gestures, with brilliant words. We help young people rediscover meaning in their lives. Let's not judge them for their apathy. Let's accompany them to places where beauty still lives. A museum, an ancient church, a breathtaking landscape, music that touches the heart. Let's make them feel seen, heard, inspired. It's possible. It's simple. Just believe it. Because we are not alone. We are part of something sacred, something immense. And every moment is an opportunity to awaken, to remember, to heal. If you have emotions inside you that you've never understood, fears without cause, mysterious desires, perhaps they are messages. Perhaps they are lives knocking at the door, asking to be heard. Remember, the medicine of the future will not be just a matter of technology. It will be made of consciousness and memory. Okay then, close your eyes, breathe, listen to your soul. She never forgot who you really are. Maybe it's time to listen. Look beyond appearances and rediscover your story through the eyes of the soul. At a time when everything seems to be heading towards oblivion, you can choose to remember. Remember who you are. Where is it from? And why are you here? If this trip has resonated in your heart, I invite you to make a small gesture that can make a big difference. Leave a like so the algorithm knows that light deserves space. Subscribe to the Angelic Spirituality channel to continue this journey of awakening together among kindred spirits. Share this video with anyone you think might find inspiration in it. It could simply be the seed that's been waiting a long time to blossom. And write in the comments if you've also had inexplicable experiences, sensations out of time, memories that seem to belong to no one in this life. Every story is a fragment of truth. Remember, the soul never forgets. You just have to listen to it. I embrace you with love and gratitude. See you soon, bright souls.